Hi everyone, today I want to share a card made with the Piece of Cake stamp set. I love any stamp set that comes with a matching punch. So instantly those go into my shopping cart when a new one comes out. They are so fun and simple, and punches are always my favorite. I like doing punch art, so you can always make other things out of the punch pieces. So this is a really fun one. It's called a Cake Builder, and the stamp set that goes with it is called Piece of Cake, and when you buy the two together you save 10%. Now the cakes on this are great because you've got some that are fancy and you can use those for wedding, and you've got some that are more whimsical. Look at this dripping icing, and some little fun additions like some flowers on top or some suckers and candles. So these are really fun, and I love all the sentiments that come with it. It's a large stamp set. There are 21 stamps, and then the punch makes it fantastic. And you might not have seen a lot of projects using this bundle on Pinterest and different places because it was on back order. The minute it came out in the New Occasions catalog, it sold like hotcakes, or birthday cakes, and it was selling out fast and was on back order for a while, and it came back in today. So here it is again, and it's just in time for my daughter's birthday. So I made a bunch of invitations using this setup here, and on the inside I printed on my computer the information for her party. So that is the color I chose for her, but I also made a few in this Lemon Lime Twist. I love both of these colors, Berry Burst and Lemon Lime Twist. Very fun, bold colors. But you can do a really fancy cake, maybe for a wedding. I got this one in a swap, and that is a real fancy version with a vellum cake stand, and this is a really nice wedding floral background, so that's beautiful. It's a great stamp set. I really like it. I hope you'll pick it up. And you know, right now during Celebration, if you spend $50, you get a free Celebration item, so this is a great time to pick up this stamp set. Now I'm also featuring a die cut, and it is from these Stitched Labels framelits. And these are great framelits, and sometimes we pass things by when they're bundled together. This is one of those that don't need the stamp set that goes with it. The stamp set that goes with it is great. I like it a lot. But sometimes you need to look at just the dies themselves on the die sheet page, like in the back of the catalog, so that you can look at the shapes on the dies without all the other things around. Because look at this die. It's a really fun, detailed label for a big sentiment or a background, like I'm using it. And then you've got some other labels here, a stitched circle, a smaller stitched circle, stitched edging. Anything with stitching is really popular right now, and here's a nice stitched background. So check out the Stitched Label framelits. They're really great, and we're going to use this big one right here. I've already cut it out. See if I missed any of my little punch outs. Nope. Okay. And another thing we're using is the dot to dot folder. This is really fun. It kind of plays off the dots in the cake, and I thought it would be a great little whimsical embossing folder for a background. Now the dots in the folder go straight up and down, but I took my piece and just put it on an angle before running it through the Big Shot so that my dots go on an angle on the page. I think that's kind of fun. So we've got this piece here is 5 by 3 3/4. This is just for the inside. I'm going to put a saying on there, such as this. And so this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then my card base. Sometimes I like to cut the cardstock in half the long ways, sometimes the short ways. So this time I'm doing my card opening at the top, just for something different. Alright, let's put this card together. Now I cut my labels out of shimmery white cardstock, and the reason why I did that is because you can paint on shimmery white cardstock, which I really enjoy. I think this background is really fun. It makes a soft little glow behind the cake, and it's such a simple thing to do. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm using Lemon Lime Twist and an aqua painter, and I'm just going to, let's make sure I don't have any berry on there, pick up some of that Lemon Lime Twist in my lid. Just wash it across the background. Just doing a simple wash today. So that's it for my, I'm going to let that dry, for my stitch label there. Next I'm going to use this little cake stamp. Now I stamped in StazOn, and the reason for that is because I'm using water, and StazOn is waterproof. So I wanted to use water, and I'm also going to show it without water, for those of you that don't like to watercolor. But I wanted the light and dark on the cake, and Lemon Lime Twist doesn't come in blends. So I thought, how do I get light and dark? And that's easy to achieve if you do a light wash in watercolor. So I'm just washing over the background in Lemon Lime Twist. Put that away. And I'm doing the same thing with Berry Burst. Clean this. Now on the dots, I'm going to go over it with a Lemon Lime Twist marker to fill in my dots and make them darker. But on the top of the cake, I wanted to not lose the fact that it was watercolored, so I added a thin wash of Berry Burst, and then I'm kind of going back. I got some more ink and just applied it, kind of dabbing it to the top to let it bleed down, and that way people can see that this is watercolored. I love that look. So we're going to let that dry. Now if you don't like to watercolor, and not all of us do, shockingly, I love to watercolor. If you don't like to watercolor, we can go ahead and use the markers, and I just want to show you what that looks like to get the light and dark. You can still get the light and dark with a simple Stampin' Up marker. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back and forth kind of gently. I don't like the lines that you get with the marker, but I think this pattern kind of hides that nicely, so we don't have to worry about it. And then I'm going to go with my Lemon Lime.
Alright, now, I forgot to do that little ribbon there.
So to get another darker value of this Berry Burst, you're just going to go over it maybe 4 or 5 times and really saturate that color. And see, now it's got a dark. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the diagonals. So then I do have a dark and light value. And I can do the same thing with my Lemon Lime Twist. I'm just going to go over it. 1, 2, maybe 5 times. And then really fill in those dots. Now, how I'm going to add dark on top of this watercolor, I'm not going to watercolor those dots. That would be really difficult, although maybe fun. Sometimes I'm up for a challenge. I'm going to use marker. That's one of the great things about Stampin' Up! Is the coordination. You've got watercolor, you've got markers, you've got blends, you've got it all. You know they're going to match, and it's a beautiful thing. It makes everything just look so great together. There's my cakes. So to punch it out, that's really simple. Paper punch, love that. Alright, this is all dry. I've got my cake. I have a cake stand that I punched out earlier with some silver foil. And we're going to just put it all together. Oops. Okay, first up is my background label, stitch label die cut. And I'm going to use some Berry Burst ribbon, and I'm going to thread it through this stitched label. I think that's really fun. Now you can go all the way around and tie it on the side if you'd like. I am going to fake it and do a little adhesive. Get the little glue dot on there, some tear tape. I happen to have some fast fuse still. and you're just going to go ahead and adhere it. Now I like to give it a little bit of background just so it doesn't wobble as much, so I'm going to slide a dimensional under there just so that it stays in place. There we go, and then I'm going to go ahead and just add my pieces of cake and cake stand. I love that we have mini dimensionals now because those are going to come in handy with this cake stand. Right there, and then I also cut out the stamp set. Happens to have a cute little heart in the set, and I cut one out where to go. There it is. I'm going to attach that with a little glue dot. Alright, for the inside, I have put happy birthday and hope this day is a piece of cake. On my inside piece, a little light. Don't you love that paper has two sides? There we go. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to put something colorful on the insides of my cards. So I looked for some scraps of paper. This is actually some paper that has some of that lemon lime twist stripe. And it's from Broadway Bound Birthday. So I thought I would use that, oops, just for fun across the top. I hope you like this little card. If you're watching this video in March 2019, Celebration is going on, and you're going to want to go ahead and maybe pick up this bundle. I think it's back in stock this week, so you can get this piece of cake bundle and maybe this dot-to-dot embossing folder and the stitched label framelets, and get a discount. Get your bundle discount for buying the bundle, and then also get a Celebration item free with each $50. So if you buy the bundle and maybe some other things, some ribbon, or oh, I gotta tie the bow, perhaps you need the stitched framelets, you might get two things. Okay, so I'm going to tie a bow. There we go. Silly me. So I share my Hostess rewards with you through my Frequent Buyer Rewards program. When you make a purchase with me, I have a tracking sheet which you can download right from my blog. If you can't download it for some reason, I can mail you one with your, whenever anybody buys something, I always send thank yous and little things. So I'll send you a tracker sheet, and you can keep track of your points and then choose a free stamp set in the end. I love sharing my Hostess rewards. It gives you an opportunity to maybe earn some of those host sets that you can't quite get because your order is never large enough, or because I will let you choose that as well. A host set or any stamp set up to a certain dollar value. And you can learn about that at my blog, BethPaperCuts.com. So I hope you like my card. Tell me which one you like better, Lemon Lime Twist or Berry Burst. They're both cute, I think. Anyway, hope you like it, and I hope that you'll come back to my channel again. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!